a Detroit legend.
What's happening? This your big homie Trick Trick. Proof is in the Goon Sqwad.
Right.
Before it was a D12. He was, you know what I'm saying? He was the third man. He was actually, you can't look at, what is that, Wikipedia. That's the worst source of information in the world. But he was actually the third member of the Goon Sqwad. It was me, Styles, and Big Proof. If you go over, you see him me with a gun, Styles with a gun, and Proof without a gun. That wasn't his thing. You know, he was, you know, Proof was the cat that introduced me to the whole culture of hip hop. I didn't, like I was a street nigga, you know what I mean? I'm in the hood selling dope. Rap was the fun shit.
He ain't lying.
And it was a lifestyle that, you know, was mandatory at that time that I lived the way I lived, but we recorded at Mo Master Productions. And it's a studio we all recorded at. And every time, like, Proof sessions would be in the morning when my sessions was in the morning. So when I get there, he'd be leaving or the other way around. And he would always give me some game every time. He was younger than me, but he'd always give me some game. And I used to look at me, this little nigga get on my damn nerves. He always saying some old educated ass shit, you know. But I'm a young dumb nigga at the time, so I'm doing my hood shit. And but then I started this when he said, you know, it's 5 elements to hip hop, you must know this. You can't be in rap and you don't know the 5 elements of hip hop. And I said, well, what the fuck is the 5 elements of hip hop? He said it's rapping. And now don't quote my order, but it's rapping, breakdancing, graffiti, the dress code, and beatboxing.
Exactly.
And when he told me that, I said, that's some interesting shit. He said, if you don't have those elements, and you don't have hip hop. I said, that's what's up. He said, you got to be involved with the culture, Trick. Proof taught me how to perform. Like, the first time I got this, somebody wanted me to do a show, I was like, I don't know about that, performing in front of people and shit. And Proof like, no, I'm gonna show you how to do. He taught me how to do the whole audio. My show is so badass right now, and I owe that to Proof. Proof opened my eyes to how to perform. I have a badass stage show, and anybody that ever seen you can tell it. He didn't drink when he was with the Goon Sqwad. We had some licensing gold success as independent artists, and we celebrate independent artists and independent record label, and we celebrated with Pipers and Moet, and Proof still would not drink it. He told me one time, I'll tell you some shit Pete told me. He said, come on, man, we just sold, man, we fucking independent. We just sold all these records. He said, I know, I'm with you. He said, but I made a deal with God that if I did any drugs or took any drink, I would lose my ability to freestyle. I swear on neighborhood, that's what my brother told me. He told me that out of his own motherfucking mouth. He said, we was riding around in a 96 Jeep Grand Cherokee, riding down Curtis, finna turn down Santa Barbara after when he told me that was the reason he didn't take a drink. I met him through Proof. Proof, 5 Elements. Proof had a show with the group 5 Ella at the Magic Stick in Detroit on what was a very famous venue, still good venue for good sound. It's good for hip hop. But 5 Ella had a show there. Em and Paul came to the show. And he put me up on him already, but I had never met him face to face, But when I remember seeing Em and Paul, and I told Proof, them some mean looking ass white boys, man. but that day, crazy, Em was like, yo, Proof, let me hear some beats you did. You need to get together and do some beats. And I was like, hell yeah, I got some beats for you. I said, I'm gonna make a tape when I go back to the studio, to Mo Master. I'm gonna make a tape of some of the beats I did, and then I'm gonna get it to you. I said, but tomorrow, I gotta go to Alabama and do a show. When I got to Alabama to do the show, we had to go to Tennessee after that, and then back to Montgomery, Alabama, and then back to Nashville. So when I got back, I called Proof, hey, I gotta get these beats to Eminem. I called him Infinite. Nice. By mistake. Right. I was like, I gotta get these beats to Infinite. And he was laughing like a motherfucker. Who? I said, Eminem. He said, he just went out there with Dre.
Wow.
I was like, that's dope as fuck, cuz. I said, Dr. Dre? He said, yes, Dr. Dre. I was like, I'm thinking to myself, what the fuck is they finna cook up? Jesus Christ, I can't wait to hear this shit. Paul Rosenberg had the idea to do the song.
And Paul's M's manager.
Yeah. So it was his idea, and then he called Royce and was like, Royce, yo, I'm gonna do this song called Trick, and you know, let's get this shit cracking. Let's see what everybody think about it. And shit, before you know it, Marshall was like, yo, when you coming to the studio? All right, I'll be there tomorrow. So went out to the studio and recorded it. Had, you know, I did my part. You know, I listened to the whole record and did the ad-lib through the whole record, and then did the ending. But I did take that instrumental and took it to the hood and put 16 Cats on their remix too. So
which was amazing.
Yeah, thank you.
Check out Welcome to Detroit featuring Eminem.